This is Dave Lappin, and welcome to the Coherence Field podcast. There's something I've been noticing over the past few years. What started out as simple curiosity about breathing, about calming the nervous system, about how the body actually settles itself, has turned into something much more personal. I'm not just learning about coherence anymore. I'm experiencing it. One thing that really stands out to me is this. Sustained coherence isn't dramatic. It's not fireworks. It's not some big spiritual high. It's not peak performance mode all the time. Honestly, it's pretty simple. It feels warm. It feels steady. It feels grounded. For example, I'm coming up on 70 and I still find myself springing out of bed most mornings, thinking, how in the world does my body feel this resilient? So today I just want to share in plain language what I've learned about nervous system regulation, not as theory, but from living it. And I'll give you two very simple practices you can start using right away to move toward more coherence in your own body. The way I experience coherence is pretty straightforward. It's when your nervous system is regulated enough that your body and your mind aren't working against each other. Your heart rhythm smooths out, your breathing becomes clearer, your thinking becomes clearer. You're not stuck in fight or flight, and you're not shut down either. You're responsive instead of reactive. And here's something important I've learned. Coherence starts in the body before it shows up in the mind. A lot of us, and I did this too, try to think our way into calm. But the nervous system doesn't work that way. It responds to rhythm, breath rhythm, heart rhythm, movement rhythm. When the rhythms smooth out, the mind usually follows along. From everything I've explored, breath work, hydration, inflammation, coherence states, a few things keep proving themselves over and over. First, your nervous system actually wants to regulate. Your body knows how to come back into balance. But, and this is the key, it needs signals of safety. And those signals are physical. A slower breath, softening the eyes, unclenching the jaw, staying well hydrated, sitting or standing in a stable posture. I've also noticed something interesting. When I'm in a sustained, coherent state, my field, however you like to think about that, feels smooth and steady, not efforting. And what surprises me is my impact on others doesn't feel dramatic. It just feels normal. Because coherence isn't performance, it's stability. And stability is usually pretty quiet. Let me give you something simple you can try right now. This is called box breathing. It's very balanced and very reliable for settling the nervous system. With box breathing, each part of the breath is the same length, like the four sides of a square. Here's how it works. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and then hold for 4. Nice and even. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale 4, and then you hold for 4. This even rhythm helps smooth out the stress response and bring the system back towards balance. Let's do a few rounds together. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Again, inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. And one more round. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. As you do this, notice what begins to shift. Maybe your shoulders drop a little. Maybe your face softens. Maybe your breathing may start to feel more efficient. That's your nervous system responding to rhythm. You're not forcing calm. You're giving your body the conditions that allow calm to happen. Now, here's another tool I use throughout the day, and it takes less than 30 seconds. I call it a coherence check-in. Just pause and ask yourself 3 quick questions. Is my jaw tight? Is my tongue pressed up against the roof of my mouth? Is my exhale shorter than my inhale? If you answered yes to any of those, there's a good chance your system is a little activated. Now, that's not wrong. That's not bad. It's just activated. But from there, do something very simple. Let your tongue drop and relax. Unclench your jaw. Then take one slow breath where the exhale is longer than the inhale. That tiny reset, done a few times a day, can keep your system from drifting too far into stress mode. Sustained coherence is often less about getting somewhere and more about gently course correcting along the way. Now, one practical thing I've learned along the way, hydration really does matter. When your tissues are well hydrated, blood flows more smoothly, heart rate variability tends to improve, mucus clears more easily, and inflammation can settle down. For me, adjusting my water intake made a noticeable difference in how steady my body feels. So coherence isn't just breath work and meditation. It's physical. Another helpful distinction, and that not all activation is bad. Sometimes after exercise, for example, my body feels energized but still grounded. And that's what I think of as clean activation. But dysregulation feels different. It tends to feel tight, urgent, and scattered. If you want a quick check, just ask, do I feel steady and expansive? Or tight and pressured? Coherence usually feels steady, even when you have plenty of energy. Over time, what I've come to appreciate is this. Sustained coherence doesn't mean you're doing breathwork all day long. It means your baseline has shifted. You recover faster from stress. You don't spiral as easily. Your body feels more resilient, and you're not constantly chasing stimulation. It's actually pretty ordinary, which is probably why it gets overlooked. There's not much drama and stability, but there's a lot of quiet strength in it. And one thing I do believe, when you stabilize your nervous system, the people around you can often feel it. Not because you're trying to change anyone, just because regulated systems tend to help other systems settle. If you want somewhere simple to begin, try this. 2 minutes of box breathing in the morning and 3 quick coherence check-ins during the day. That's plenty to start. The nervous system responds much better to consistency than intensity. And what I keep coming back to after decades of Reiki work and more recent nervous system exploration is something very simple. Coherence is really just a well-regulated body doing what it was designed to do. It's not about transcending the body. It's about working with it. At this stage of life, what feels most meaningful to me isn't chasing peak experiences. It's stability, steadiness, moving through the day in a more peaceful way and letting the body lead when I allow it to. And that steadiness supports someone else along the way. That's more than enough. Before you go, take one slow breath, and then a long, easy exhale. And just notice your system already knows how to settle. In the next episode, I'll be sharing more of my experiences in experiencing coherence and what you can do to enhance your coherence even more. I hope you'll join me.